amigos y amigas de FORO ACCE internacional. Está con nosotros Jan Siggs. Jan Siggs es Revd Minister, espiritual healer y medium internacional. Ya forma parte de la familia de FORO ACCE y hoy nos va a hablar de las tendencias y de estos próximos 3 meses. ¿Qué mensajes ha recibido ella del mundo espiritual? Today is with us Jan Siggs, I'm sorry, Jan Siggs. She's a spiritual healer, medium, Revd Minister, international medium, and today she's going to speak about the tendencies of the 2023 and this cycle of these months we are finishing this year. Thank you very much, dear Jan, for being part of this Congress. Muchas gracias, querida Jan, por ser parte de este congreso. I would like to ask you for start, how are the situation in England? Le he preguntado que cómo es la situación en estos momentos en Inglaterra.
Yes, hello, Anna. It's lovely to be here. Thank you for inviting me. And buenos dias, or buenas tardes, I beg your pardon, buenas tardes, and bon Noel, and Feliz Navidad, and Happy Christmas to everybody. A little early, but never mind. Yes, I sat with my guides and asked what were their thoughts on the next few months. It's been a very difficult year for a lot of people on this planet. And I do appreciate as Christmas comes along, they want to hear good news, not bad news. And hopefully I'm going to give them some good news this evening.
Wait a minute, por translate. Ella ha estado preguntando a sus guías porque indudable este año no ha sido un año bueno para muchas personas, así que ha estado preguntándoles y está pues muy contenta de que llegue pronto la Navidad. En este sentido, y a ver qué nos cuenta que le han dicho sus guías.
Okay, you asked me about how it was in the UK. I've just come back to the UK, just May just gone, and very, very different, obviously, after living in France and Spain for the last 8 years. Some ways it's lovely to be back with my family. In some ways I'm sad to be have left, obviously, Spain and France. Things have been quite difficult over here. People in the UK were later, much later, to come into lockdowns, masks and all sorts of things, and it's been quite difficult for them to understand. I think in the European countries we've actually had more information that's come through and helped us understand more.
Ella dice que bueno, que ya regresó a Inglaterra en mayo, que tiene sus ventajas y desventajas. Pues claro, echaba de menos a su familia, ahora tiene su familia cerca, pero echa de menos a España porque ha vivido aquí mucho tiempo y a ella le gusta mucho España y tiene también aquí sus amistades y su, vamos a llamar, familia española. La situación en Inglaterra dice que es muy, muy difícil porque ellos empezaron los confinamientos más tarde. Y piensa que en otros países de Europa tienen más información que en Inglaterra.
I think as we come up to Christmas time, everybody would like to see things a bit more settled, taking into account that this has been a war of light and dark, or positive and negative. And the last 2 world wars have taken 5 years. And what I got from Spirit was this would be more like 3 years. And 3 years is next year.
Okay, she is saying like she was speaking with her spiritual kids, and we are living this war. Perdón, ella está recibiendo información de sus guías espirituales y hemos vivido y estamos viviendo una guerra en otro nivel entre luz y oscuridad, entre positivo y negativo. Entonces parece ser que con la Navidad pues que esto va a estar mejor y que la Segunda Guerra Mundial pues duró 5 años y que esta guerra pues va a durar 3 años, o sea que ya en el 2023 ya terminamos. ¡Bien! ¡Yupi!
Well, I can't say that everything's going to completely finish next year.
Dice que
But things
ella no está
will
diciendo
not.
que todo va a ser perfecto y maravilloso el siguiente 2023.
But things will be much better, and I think everyone's looking forward to a happy Christmas. That's what I want to
Bueno,
say.
vamos a pensar, dice, pero las cosas van a ser mejores, así que nos vamos a desear una feliz Navidad. Vamos a pasar una feliz Navidad.
Now, I'm given to understand that the way our solar planets work, we have a central sun and we have 14 planets all around us.
Sí, bueno, ella nos va a hablar ahora un poco de astrología, de los planetas. Dice que tenemos un sol central y 14 planetas.
And I know not everybody agrees on this, but if you listen to programs and if you read books, I do believe that we do have aliens or people of different races on these planets.
Ella dice que ella no sabe vuestra opinión y vuestro pensamiento, pero ella tiene sus informaciones, lee, busca y ella sí cree que aquí en la Tierra que hay quizás unas 14 razas diferentes de seres que tienen su origen en otros planetas.
Now, these planets are all inhabited, I'm told, although I haven't actually visited all of them, but they're all inhabited, but they have different levels of development on each planet. And
estos seres tienen diferentes niveles de realización, de conciencia en este planeta.
And I'm given to understand that Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto are the most advanced.
Again, please.
The planets called Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto.
Entonces, sí, Neptuno, Urano y Plutón van a estar muy presentes, ¿no? It's like this, dear Jan, you are saying like Pluto, Uranus and Neptuno will be present like now in this cycle or next year?
No, not exactly, but I do understand that these other races, what I'm trying to say is these other races on different planets have more intelligence than us. They are more advanced than we are. And as we move from the 3rd dimension to the 5th dimension, they will show us the way forward and teach us things.
Dice que estos seres que son más avanzados que nosotros, más evolucionados, nos van a ayudar en de elevarnos desde esta 3ª dimensión hasta la 5ª dimensión.
Now, apparently there are 3 solar systems, and the first solar system, the task of that solar system was to obtain knowledge in the mind and the body.
Sí, es como hay 3 sistemas solares y entonces ahora como que la información es desde el primer círculo, vamos a decir, del primer ciclo, tiene que ver con la tecnología.
And the second solar system, which we're in now, is the feminine side, and that's learning love and wisdom.
Y el segundo sistema, que es en el que estamos ahora, tiene que ver con la energía femenina y el amor.
And the third solar system, which we will be going to, will be called the androgynous system. That's the male and females unite, and their task is divine will and divine power.
Entonces, si el siguiente círculo, el siguiente sistema al que vamos a avanzar es andrógino, y entonces sería la divinidad, tanto en el hombre como en la mujer, como la divinidad.
What I'm trying to explain is we work now on a 3-dimensional.
Perdón, no sé si lo he traducido muy bien. Disculparme, hago lo que puedo.
Oh, okay, no.
Porque creo que I think one thing I didn't understand. Solar system is 3 different solar systems, are 3 different solar systems, but is simultaneous, like different levels of consciousness, or 3 different solar systems in the universe are affecting us. Oh, I would like
yes. Three different solar systems affect us, and we go up in our learning.
Ok, son 3 sistemas solares diferentes que nos aportan estos 3 aspectos evolutivos y que nos ayudan a ir avanzando, elevando nuestro nivel de conciencia. Entonces, el primero tecnológico, segundo divino femenino y el amor, y tercero la divinidad. Es como un estado no de división de esa dualidad masculino-femenino, sino andrógino y divinidad, como los ángeles.
Sí, perfecto. I'm trying to explain how we come to planet Earth, or to Gaia, as some people call it, and then we learn and we go up on different levels. Yeah.
Ahora os voy a explicar cómo vinimos aquí a la Tierra y cómo vamos avanzando en los diferentes niveles. Por favor, please slowly they are young, because I don't want with all
I'm
of
sorry,
this
I find it complicated too, what they tell me, but this is what they tell me. So when at the moment we are in the 3D world, the 3rd dimensional world.
Por el momento estamos en la tercera dimensión. Aterriza, estás en la tercera dimensión.
And this world is dictated by our thoughts. In other words, we think something, we send the thought out, it becomes an energy, and then it becomes form. Yeah.
Sí, entonces, en este mundo nosotros es un mundo de pensamiento. Este pensamiento se convierte, es energía, y esta energía crea.
So there is a gap of time between us sending out the thought, and then it has to go through a procedure to become a form and then take physical form.
Que hay un tiempo, se necesita un tiempo para que esto ocurra, para que ese pensamiento se proyecte, se concentre en la energía, y esa energía cree una forma manifestada.
So basically the 3D world that we live in now is dictated by our past, because we had parents, teachers, mentors that taught us things, and that's what we took in, understood, and that's what we have in our lives. So our life is dictated by what we learned from the past.
Entonces, que nuestra vida es en esencia aquello que hemos aprendido en el pasado a través de nuestros maestros, de nuestra familia, mentores, etc. O sea que realmente es un aprendizaje que viene del pasado.
And a lot of people are stuck in the 3D energy, 3rd dimension energy, because they're not realizing that they can take that power back into themselves and make decisions outside the box. In other words, different decisions. They don't have to make the same ones.
Can you repeat, please?
That was a bit complicated, wasn't it? Sorry.
No, it's my problem is like understand English, you know, sometimes.
No, you're doing great.
I go.
Doing very well. I can't do it.
Focusing, Ana Francisca.
Okay, so basically a lot of people on the earth plane now are
básicamente muchas personas en el planeta Tierra ahora,
they're a little bit stuck because they've always thought a certain way, so they're always going a certain way and expect
ellos siempre piensan de una manera en el mismo camino, y por eso siempre siguen el mismo camino.
But now, because we're going from the 3rd dimension,
pero ahora como vamos a la tercera dimensión,
through the 4th to the 5th dimension,
desde la hacia la cuarta y la quinta dimensión,
this is a whole new ball game, because we actually fact survive there on unconditional love.
Entonces nosotros tenemos que en este camino aprender a vivir en el amor incondicional, en este avance, en esta evolución.
Now, when I say unconditional love, that means that everything we think will appear immediately.
Cuando hablo de amor incondicional, quiere decir que cualquier cosa que tú pienses se va a manifestar inmediatamente.
So you have to be very careful what you think about, because it will manifest immediately, and you might
Entonces
find it's
tienes
not
que
what you
tener
want.
mucho cuidado con lo que piensas, porque lo vas a manifestar así, plac, instantáneo.
Yeah. In the fifth dimension, the way of going forward and understanding is you learn to love yourself, appreciate yourself, and know you're worthy of all these things.
Sí, entonces en la quinta dimensión tú vas a amarte a ti mismo y a aprender a apreciarte, ¿no? Por lo que eres, dónde estás.
But as we grow and learn and understand, we realize that we can control our thoughts, and we can make more wholesome choices.
Entonces vamos a ver que vamos a controlar más nuestros pensamientos y poder realizar y manifestar más fácilmente.
Because everybody has a divine spark within them.
Porque todos tenemos la divinidad en nuestro interior.
So if we wish to be abundant in money, in love, in health, whatever it is, we have to believe that we're worthy of that first of all, and then put that energy out.
Entonces, si nosotros what means panden, dears?
Yeah. Abundant. Abundant means having health, wealth, money, having everything.
Si tú tienes todo, pues amor, dinero, todo lo que deseas. If you have all of this, what more?
The thing is when people say they want a lot of money, then the people say, oh, but there's not enough money. There is plenty of money going
sí, que
around.
siempre estamos como deseando más y más, que si tú estás pidiendo dinero y te viene el dinero, todavía dices, oh, pero no tengo suficiente. Siempre vas a estar como en ese anhelo, ¿no? De las cosas.
But money will change its appearance in the future. There won't be coins, there will be cards all the time, and then the cards will disappear, and then people will barter. In other words, if you have a pig and I have a goat, we'll swap it. Yeah.
Dice que un poco todo lo que es la cuestión del dinero que va a cambiar en el futuro, que vamos a tener todos tarjetas y coins, que no vamos a tener las monedas como el sentido como actuales, como las tenemos ahora. They are young now, is very much like this, very much persons are using cards and using digital money.
Yes.
I think euro is euro digital, because you pay with these cards. It's like digital money. I think it's in many places we go in this way. Le estoy diciendo que ya ahora en realidad ya estamos usando monedas digitales, estamos pagando todo con tarjetas, eso es digital.
When I came to the UK, I used to get my cash out and they used to say to me, do you not have a card? And, well, yes, I have a card. Okay, we take the card. Nearly everything is on a card here.
Yes, absolutely. Dice que ella cuando fue a Inglaterra, que le pidieron que ella fue a dar su dinero en efectivo y le dijeron, ¿no tiene usted una tarjeta? Y dice, bueno, sí, pues deme la tarjeta. Sí.
I think the thing is about moving from the 3D to the 5D. The 3D to the 5D is you're leaving the negative stuff behind. All this negative talk where we talk to ourselves and we say, oh, you're horrible, you're bad, you did it wrong, you got it wrong. Leaving all this behind to move forward in a healthy, happy way with the energy flowing freely.
Ella nos comenta que el moverse de la tercera a la quinta dimensión, lo que vamos a hacer es dejar atrás todo el pasado, todo eso que nos pesaba, todo eso que era como fardo mental, emocional, lo vamos a dejar atrás para ir hacia esa quinta dimensión de de divinidad, ¿no? En la que ya nos ha comentado antes, de amor.
It's, I think everybody's heard of the law of attraction, and it's not so you have to go out and grab it and take it. You attract it towards yourself, and you attract what you need, and keep the balance and keep the energy level so everybody is calm. There's no need to fight and argue about things. Everybody has what they need.
Sí, dice que bueno, que todos ya sabemos cómo funciona la ley de la atracción, que tú atraes conforme con aquello con lo que vibras, ¿no? Entonces que vamos a atraer pues todo aquello que necesitamos, todo aquello que deseamos.
Actually, as I say, flowing with the universe means you give freely and you accept graciously. So it keeps the energy level.
Es like es como vamos a recibir y también a dar, y recibir y dar mantiene ese equilibrio de la energía.
Waking up each morning. Every morning we wake up, we need to change our mindset rather than, oh, I've got to go to work, oh, it's raining, oh, I haven't got enough money. That's concentrating on everything negative. If we wake up and think to ourselves, I have another day here, I have another day to do things better, to put things right that I did wrong yesterday, and to make a difference in the world.
Dice que claro que tenemos que cambiar lo negativo en positivo, entonces es que es esto de levantarte por la mañana y diciendo, oh, llueve, o el tiempo está desapacible, estoy cansado, toda esa negatividad, pues no la tenemos, es como cambiarla por un nuevo día, todo como mirarlo desde esa positividad, un nuevo día, emprenderlo con energía, con alegría. Sí, estoy aquí. Vivo, viva.
It's like we do take a lot of things for granted. I mean, we take our health for granted. We think we're always going to be healthy. So then when we get sick, we get a bit shocked and think, why? When a lot of the problems in our bodies are unresolved issues in our minds.
Dice que claro que muchos problemas en nuestro cuerpo vienen por malos pensamientos.
The fact that we have a roof over our head, you know, even in this day and age, such a lot of people do not still have a roof over their head, do not have a home, nowhere to live.
Again, please.
A lot of people, we need to think about a roof over our head, a house, a flat, apartamento, because a lot of people, even in this day and age, they still don't have somewhere to live.
Sí que hay muchas personas que están pensando en buscar un lugar para vivir, que no tienen dónde vivir.
And I think being in lockdown especially has made us appreciate our families more, because a lot of people were split from their families a long, long way away in different countries. So it's made us all appreciate our families a little bit more, I think.
Sí, ella piensa que todo lo de estar confinados, pues que ha ayudado a las familias a valorar más el estar unidas, ¿no? A valorar más la familia como tal.
A lot of people don't realize that before we actually become babies and come down on this planet, we actually sit with all of our family, your mothers, your fathers, your uncles, your cousins, your children. We sit with everybody and we decide who is going to play what part on the earth plane to help us all learn our lessons.
Okay, something I miss. Dear Jan is like you're speaking about the family, all together, cousins, eso.
Before we come down on the earth plane.
Before we come down off the earth.
Yeah.
Dice, now I understand.
You understand now, yeah.
Sí, dice que las familias antes de venir a la Tierra, que ya estaban unidas, y cuando vienen aquí, pues en realidad están haciendo una misión juntas.
I think that next year, I think COVID will be disappearing.
Dice que el próximo año creo que el COVID va a desaparecer. ¡Gracias!
Yes.
COVID.
Yeah, absolutely. Bye bye, COVID. I think that there will be lots more weddings and gatherings.
More weddings, más, habrá más bodas.
Matrimonios.
Habrá más bodas.
Yes. Oh, yes. I know. I'm coming to Spain in May next year to do some more weddings. And they were weddings that should have taken place before COVID, but they couldn't. So there you go. People will begin to enjoy themselves more. People will begin
la gente
to
va a disfrutar más de sí misma y de la vida, de su vida.
People will begin to understand more what they actually want in life and take their, when I say their power, I mean their personal power. Take back what they want.
Sí, es como que
what they want for themselves.
Es como que las personas van a tomar más conciencia de sí y de su propio poder y van a estar más en sí mismas, en su poder personal.
The energy is changing such a lot around us. I don't know if everybody feels this the same as I do. But sometimes I feel giddy, sometimes I feel unbalanced. And sometimes I can't, what is the expression? I can't see my way forward. It's like my brain goes foggy. You understand?
Que la energía está cambiando y que unas veces pues, te puedes sentir culpable, otras veces te puedes sentir desequilibrado y otras veces como que no puedes pensar, ¿no? Como,
I have clients come to me for healing and they have pains in their bones and very achy and feel very, I won't say unbalanced, that's the wrong word, but sort of not themselves.
Es como, a mí me vienen personas con dolores en los huesos musculares y como que dicen que no se sienten ellas mismas.
Because our bodies are changing. They're changing to subtle bodies. They're not the hard bodies that they were before. I don't mean we're going to go soft bodies, but I mean we have a gentler energy around us, and our bodies change to fit in with the elements and with the new energy coming in.
Dice que nuestros cuerpos, que estas sensaciones es porque nuestros cuerpos están cambiando por estas nuevas frecuencias, estas nuevas energías que entran a la Tierra y se están adaptando a ellas. Qué positivo.
Sí, very positivo. I think a lot of people have been very, very scared, very frightened, and so I think it will take quite a lot of healing in the next year or so to help people calm down and accept that these things are now moving away from us and to be able to move forward with confidence again. And that's where all the healers and mediums can come in and help, and the empaths.
Entonces ella dice que bueno, que ahora los mediums y los sanadores tienen una función en todo esto y que van a ayudar y que nada, que esto es lo que ella recibe de sus guías. Can you repeat the last? Because I don't know if I was missing something. Okay. Le he preguntado que si puede repetir lo último, que no sé si he perdido algo.
Okay. Basically, as I say, lots of people will need a lot of healing because
muchas personas necesitan un montón de sanación.
Yeah, they've been frightened, they've been scared, they don't know what's happening.
Tienen dolor, no saben lo que pasa, están confundidas.
And this is the time now for the healers, the empaths, the mediums, all the people who've been trained for this job to come forward and help with everybody getting healed and settled down again and being able to move forward again.
Dice que ahora pues eso, que por eso muchos mediums, sanadores espirituales y personas que trabajan con este tipo de frecuencias espirituales, que es el momento de estas personas para ayudar, ¿no? Sí, había entendido bien.
there are, like you mentioned, the Bitcoin and the different currencies that are coming in of silver and gold. There will be a change in the monetary system I see coming in, I'm being told, and everybody...
Dice que va a venir un cambio en el sistema monetario, en la economía, que eso va a venir seguro.
Not straight away, but I'm told that taxes will be taken away.
Que las taxas, los impuestos serán fuera. ¡Wow!
Wow, yes. Yeah. And,
because here in Spain, taxes.
I know. Tell me about it. I know, I live there. And I'm also...
de las taxas. ¡Qué bien!
I told you some good news, didn't I?
Sánchez, escúchanos. Mira lo que viene, ya puedes empezar ya.
And some people, as I say, will find that people who are in very bad debt will find that, as long as they haven't been doing bad things, I don't mean, some people have fallen into debt because they perhaps lost a partner or someone was sick. They will have their mortgages paid for them, and they will have debts paid for them.
You say you didn't understand. No. Some persons will be dead.
I'm not surprised.
Sí, yes.
Fainted.
But I didn't understand. It's like...
I'm given to understand that there will be, like, everybody will have their basic needs met with money.
Sí, dice que todo el mundo tendrá sus necesidades económicas cubiertas con dinero.
But the people who have fallen into large amounts of debt.
Pero los que se van a la otra dimensión.
And I don't mean people gambling and things like that. I mean, perhaps if their husband has died or they've fallen into debt, fallen behind with mortgage payments and things like that, they will have those needs met for them and they will be helped.
Dice que las personas que dejen este plano, que dejen sus cuerpos, que sus familias también serán ayudadas. Muy bien. Because now in Spain is terrible. For some persons, yes. when one person dies, it's a big problem. All the money they need to spend, very much taxes for hereditas. Le he dicho que aquí en España que vamos, que para muchos, además del dolor de cuando se va un ser querido, es todos los impuestos y todo lo que tienen que pagar.
So I'm not saying everybody's bills will be paid, but the ones who are suffering the most will get the most help, depending on how bad your problem is what I'm saying.
Dice que el que más ha sufrido, que es el que va a estar mejor. ¡Oh! ¡Qué bien! Fantástico. This year for me was terrible. Este año para mí ha sido terrible. He aprendido mucho, pero he estado realmente como San Lorenzo. Primero de un lado de la ordenilla y luego la vuelta del otro. I am saying, for me this year was terrible. I was learning a lot, but difficult, very difficult. Like San Lorenzo, he was in the fire first from one side and after from the another. I was feeling like this. Really, I am absolutely in a change. Es como, esto realmente me ha hecho cambiar, para bien lo necesitaba, pero como ha dolido. Was, this change I needed, but was very painful.
Well, a lot of them.
Thank you.
Don't thank me. I'm not giving it to you. I haven't got it.
Yes, I got it. I got it. Very much testing the familiar art. In all the, in all this familia, friends, many things in this area.
Well, it's not gonna all happen overnight. I don't mean that, but it will happen in time. It's going to start. It's starting already. Started already. Okay.
Fantástico. Start soon. Start soon.
Also
que va a empezar, que esto va a empezar, y yo le digo que empiece pronto, que empiece pronto. I say to you, to your kids, please start all of this very soon with me.
Yes, yeah. Not by Christmas. It's not Santa. Okay, it's going to take a bit longer than that.
Un poco después de Navidad. A little later from
A
Christmas.
little later. I don't have a timing on that. All I know is it started already. It has started already.
Está empezando ahora, pero mejor más adelante, después de Navidad. ¡Oh, qué bien!
There will be a change in some animals that people eat, because people do eat meat, right? Some animals will not carry on being born on this planet. There'll be less animals because a lot of people, they won't have to, but a lot of people will eat more plant-based food, so there won't be so much need for animals to offer themselves up to be eaten, if you understand what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Yes,
So less animals will be born, more vegetables will be born.
Sí, es como que van a nacer menos animales y vamos a comer más vegetales. Como que vamos a tener una dieta con menos contenido animal.
I'm not saying everybody's got to become vegetarian. I don't mean
no,
that.
Ella no dice que todos vayamos a ser vegetarianos.
Yeah, I'm just saying some of the animals, they won't need so many here to be eaten, okay?
Sí, que algunos animales, pues, vamos a comer menos animales. Maybe it's because governments, I think, for this climatic change, they are trying to move us to a vegetarian diet, because farms of animals make a lot of contamination, and it's very difficult to in the nature, because you have all of this protection. I was hearing yesterday a program about this, for many persons grow up animals in the countryside, no in this industrial way. It's very difficult now. It's very difficult. Take a lot of money for they are so few, and they have these protections for like wolves or other animals, and it's very difficult for them. I think this tendency you are saying for sure, because looks
absolutely.
Look, the two ways, you know, the farmers says it's not good, it's not a good job for us, we earn so few money, the government wants less contamination. Es como le he dicho, que he visto un programa en la televisión y que hablaba de esto, y por un lado la contaminación, que son muy contaminantes las granjas de animales por el metano, y luego por otra parte que tampoco los ganaderos están satisfechos, al menos en España, con las políticas que hay hacia ellos, y ahora mismo con la protección del lobo, que está causando estragos en algunas zonas como Asturias, y que no les resulta rentable realmente por todo el turismo y la protección de los depredadores, pues no les resulta muy rentable dedicarse a la ganadería. Entonces creo que lo que ella dice que va a ser así.
Also, I'm told the weather will change as well. In many countries, you won't have such severe weather. So not so cold and not so hot, but more moderate.
Dice que va a cambiar el clima, que en muchos lugares se va a moderar. No mucho calor, no mucho frío, va a estar moderado.
People will be encouraged to grow their own vegetables again and share them.
Es que las personas van a estar en la condición de hacer crecer sus vegetales nuevamente y compartir esto.
And of course, obviously, everybody knows about electric cars already now happening. So things will be more they won't be by electricity, I don't think, later on. I think they'll be by magnetism.
Dice que la tendencia no es que los coches sean eléctricos, sino que vamos a ir a coches que se muevan con electromagnetismo, con magnetismo. Muy interesante.
They're all quite innovative. I mean, not next week and not in 2 months' time, but will all come in time. Also, I see
que todo esto vendrá en tiempo, que no es que sea para la semana que viene o pronto, en tiempo.
Also, I'm told about a big change in schooling for children.
Un gran cambio para la educación, en la educación infantil para los niños en las escuelas.
Children will be taught in a very calm environment with music in the background, gentle music. And also they will not all be taught English and mathematics and science. They will find what the child can do, what gifts the child has, and they will be encouraged to use that gift, to bring that gift into the community.
Dice que no va a estar tan centrada la enseñanza en que aprendan matemáticas o todas estas cosas, sino que el foco fundamental va a estar en qué dones tiene este niño para que los desarrolle y los entregue a la sociedad. ¡Qué bien!
And well, as I say, I am a medium and a healer, but I believe that we all have the gift of mediumship and healing. It's just that I've come to do this and other people have come to do other things. But I think psychic ability in everybody, it will grow. So they will be able to talk without telephones eventually, and just like we can, like mediums can, talk through the access of the mind.
This is just incredible, you know, because Marilyn Rosner, she's in this Congress too, and she was saying the same. Exactly this same you are saying. This
going to be very peaceful.
For sure, because when two mediums and two high-level mediums like you and dear sister Marilyn says a thing like this in the same Congress with no contact. This is just incredible. Ella dice que muchas personas, que ella es medium y sanadora, pero que todos tenemos estos dones. Pues bien, que ahora todos vamos a desenvolver esto con mucha más facilidad. Y es curioso porque esto mismo ha dicho en este congreso también la doctora Marilyn Rosner, otra medium, una medium muy renombrada a nivel internacional, a nivel mundial. Y exactamente, sí sé, ella dijo a partir de enero. She says, Marilyn, after January. Start maybe in January. Like many persons in January, we will start to hear their kids, to see they when they get up.
Send messages, send messages. Also, the other thing I got quite clearly was that the governments of the world, not just Spain or England or whatever, governments of the world and the royal family, there won't be those type of leaders anymore. I'm being shown like a very highly polished oval table, and men and ladies sitting round the table, and they are all experts in their own field, and they make decisions and then ask the people if they're happy with that. You understand? No, it's quite difficult. What I'm given to understand is that there will be no...
slowly, please, because I need short sentences, because it's not a lost.
Okay, you do very well, you do very well. There will be no kings and queens.
Sí, como no kings. No kings, what is no kings?
Kings.
Reyes y reinas. Reyes
sí,
y reinas.
Sí, reina. No reina. No kings, no queens. No government.
No reyes, no reinas, no gobiernos.
But they will have expert men and women who sit around a table.
Pero tendremos hombres y mujeres expertos sentados en la mesa, alrededor de la mesa.
And they discuss the best options.
Y ellos discutirán las mejores opciones.
And then the options are suggested to the people. If the people are happy, those options are put in place.
Y que estas opciones se plantearán a las personas, y si las personas están de acuerdo, se aprobarán. And this is great.
It's so that we bring back what they call our God-given power. We all have God-given power. We have power within ourselves. We can make decisions. We've forgotten how to make decisions because a lot of the people who are in government, in high positions, make big decisions for us and they don't listen to what we say.
Dice que ahora nosotros nos empoderaremos y tomaremos decisiones, porque durante mucho tiempo no hemos tomado decisiones porque otros lo hacían por nosotros y había, como digamos, todo este ambiente hay este ambiente de programación, ¿no? Sí.
And I think
de dirigirnos.
Okay, I think the last thing that my guides wanted to get across to everybody was that everybody is here to learn, but they're here to be happy, not to be unhappy. And the last time you very kindly invited me on, I said if everybody would meditate for 5 minutes each day and send out healing and love to the whole planet would start to heal quicker.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Ella dice que sus guías también le ha dicho.
Shall I say it again?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. When I last came on to speak to you, when I last spoke to you, I said if everybody on the earth meditated for 5 minutes.
Ella dice que si todos meditáramos durante 5 minutos
each day,
todos los días,
the whole planet would start, and the people would start to heal so much quicker.
Entonces todo el planeta y las personas que están en él se sanarían mucho antes. Solo meditando todos 5 minutos al día. Con esta intención.
Healing is the strongest energy on this planet, and it defeats anger, resentment, hatred, everything.
Dice que la sanación es la energía más fuerte, la sanación espiritual es la energía más fuerte que hay en la tierra, y que sana y armoniza toda la violencia, todos los enfados, todo.
And the last remark was, be happy because the best is yet to come.
Y lo que nos dice nuestra querida Rafi Medium Jan Siggs es como que estés feliz porque lo mejor está por venir.
I think that's all they had to say. They did say a lot.
Es que ya lo ha dicho todo. Es que ella, Jan was asking to me, oh, what topic? And I said the tendencies in these 3 months and for the next 23. And she was doing. She was with her kids asking questions. Oh, thank you very much, dear Jan, because it's a work. Yo le pregunté cuando le dije a Jan, ¿puedes compartir algo con nosotros en este congreso para Navidad? Para ayudar, dar inspiración y espiritualidad en estos momentos que estamos viviendo. Y me dijo, ¿qué topic? ¿Qué tema? Y le dije, sobre las tendencias de este tiempo, esto que nos queda para acabar el año y el 2023. Pues nos lo ha dicho, se ha puesto en contacto con sus guías, y eso que nos ha enseñado, esa carpeta, es todo lo que le han dicho.
I think that there was probably a lot more they could have said, but we were obviously limited on what I could say.
But we can do other day. Dice que ella seguramente tiene más, pero que tiene que ajustarse al tiempo. Pero digo, lo podemos hacer otro día. Hacemos otro día un directo. Oh my God, it's a book.
The book.
A book.
I can't remember it all. I have to write it down.
Dice que ya no puede recordarlo todo, que tiene que escribirlo. Sí.
I think that is everything they wanted to say. So thank you so much for giving them the opportunity to speak through me.
Thank you very much, dear Jan, for being with us. Happy Christmas to you. Enjoy with your family, because in summer you will be here in Spain in FORO ACCE Internacional 1, 2, 3 of July. You will be with us. Y feliz Navidad a todos vosotros. Gracias por estar aquí compartiendo. Que disfrutéis muchísimo, y ya sabéis que estamos aquí para ser felices, como nos decía Jan al principio, y que lo mejor está por venir. Y realmente todo lo que nos ha contado Jan es muy positivo de las tendencias. Yo también lo creo, también lo veo así. Thank you very much, dear Jan. Do you want to say goodbye to all our
Yes, I would love to say goodbye to everybody. To everybody who's listening, Feliz Navidad, Bon Noel, and a happy Christmas. And I apologize, I don't know any more languages than that.
Yeah, you understand all in Spanish, I know. But in summer, 1, 2, 3 of July, FORO ACCE Internacional in Nerja, with good weather, beautiful sun, for sure no virus. Jan Siggs will be here with us. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for listening.